Hello, friends, and welcome. Welcome to another episode where I review interesting fountain pens made in Eastern Europe, and this particular fountain pen made in my country, Romania, during the communist regime. The identification markings of these fountain pens can be found on the barrel. It is a plastic barrel, but on it we can see imprinted MACO Junior. So MACO Junior. In Romania, Junior is the same as has the same meaning as in English. So a fountain pen made for a junior, for school children, or for someone who is quite young. Although it is in rough shape, I think that this particular model could be a prototype or a limited edition model. It is made in this beautiful green plastic. It lacks the ending, so the clip, and you can see that the cap is pretty rough, is in a pretty rough form. It is full of deep scratches and cracks, even cracks. You can see uh, quite a nasty one over here. Let me show it to you. Quite nasty. The barrel is in a better form, only with micro scratches but no significant cracks. The cap ends in this metallic ring. The cap unscrews and it reveals one of the most interesting features of this fountain pen. And we are talking about a transparent grip section followed by those screwed in canals and a small ink window. By the way, guys, let me give you a little zoom. We have on the nib, we have some imprints, and I don't know how to read them. Definitely not like this. I'm trying to add the. I think it's an A and a T. I'm not so sure about the imprints of this nib. It's definitely a steel nib. Definitely no iridium point to it. On the back we have a plastic simple feed. This transparent grip section has seen better days. We have those cracks in it. The interesting fact it is the fact that we have a transparent, almost a translucent, not so transparent, but an interesting looking grip section. If you notice, the end of the barrel has this line, so it means we can unscrew it. I hope we can unscrew it. It is quite stuck. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It is stuck. So, guys, I thought because it has this cap, there are two possibilities. It is a fake cap that turns and it can be removed to give us access to the turning knob, or it could be an integrated piston filler in the sense that we rotate this and we can see the end of the piston. But I have a little problem because it is quite stuck. I cannot, oh, I've managed. I hope I didn't ruin it. Let me see. Yes, you can see it turns. And yes, this is an integrated piston filler, so no fake cap here. And you can see the ending of the turning knob. So guys, you saw it is a very clean unit, and I hope with your permission that you will allow me just to dip this nib in ink. I don't want to fill the whole pen with ink, it will be quite hard to clean it after that, and I'm quite worried about those cracks. I don't want to ruin this fountain pen because I really know it is quite a rare fountain pen, and it could be a prototype of this type of pen. So with your permission, I will use a vintage green ink. Last time I used that ink, it had some little problems with microorganisms in like an algae or something like that. But due to the fact that I will only dip the nib in ink, I think it should be all right. Till then, I have here a Lamy 2000 just for a comparison between those two models. It's interesting that we have the same integrated piston filling mechanism, but on the Romanian fountain pen, it is much more slimmer fountain pen. I will leave also the dimensions of the Romanian fountain pen on the screen. I simply remove this German beauty. I will put it here. And I have found the mysterious ink, the Pelican 4001, a vintage ink from the 1980s, I believe, a brilliant green. It is in its original pack. It is like this. I will simply open it. Okay. I will place it here. Now I will just put the pen right there. And before the writing sample, I will change the angle of the camera because I want you to see better the written sample. And let me zoom out a little bit. Yes. I hope I've done okay. So this is an MACO Junior. Whoa, guys, I'm quite impressed by the way this writes. So, a MACO Junior. It is made in Romania. Made in Romania. And I think that this model is a model from the 1970s or the 1980s. Let me dip it a little more in ink. It has a steel nib. It is an open nib. Let me see if we have some flex to it. No, definitely no flex. It seems to be quite a nice juicy nib. It doesn't show here, but maybe if I do like this, so it feels like a juicy nib. Let me see now about the line variation. So here no pressure and here pressure. Definitely no line variation. Okay, guys, let me do a signature with it. Quite nice. This is a smooth nib. I've recently reviewed some Romanian made fountain pens with hooded nibs, and they seem to be quite dry, but not in this case of this open nib. I'm quite curious to see the reverse writing. So reverse writing. I like the way that it doesn't scratch. Definitely a small ink flow problem. So no, but a maybe for yes. It definitely writes like an extra fine nib, and I believe that this nib writes simple like an M, a medium nib. Now let me dip it again in ink, and I will tell you about the quick brown fox that jumps over the lazy dog. You can see that If when I started dipping it, it was quite all right, it fades away through the end of the sentence. It is what it is, guys. It is definitely a smooth nib. It is a steel nib, and definitely an interesting model. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you've enjoyed this review, please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. I want to thank you for your time, and I wish you to have a nice day. I'm sorry about this, guys. I shouldn't. Have a nice day wherever you are. I will see you again at the next episode. Till then, bye bye, and please take care of yourselves.